927 and New Motors Subaru are teaming up to help pets from our local animal shelters find loving homes during Clear the Shelters. It all happens Saturday, September 6th. There's still a vetting process to make sure every match is the right fit, but the love, that part's instant. Go to
ErieInjury.com. Erie's car accident deterrents.
with coverage you can count on. Welcome to Erie News Now at 11.
Good evening, I'm Mackenzie Robson. Mike Ruzzi is on assignment. Thank you for being here with us tonight on Erie News Now at 11. On the road for their 7th trip together are Mike Ruzzi and Philip Ward are hearing fans' reactions from all over the big football weekend.
Good evening, Mackenzie. The excitement is building as Penn State is getting ready to host FIU. I said that right? Should be a close game. We have John and Gemma joining us now. Alum, current student, 41 and a half.
Yeah, listen, it's embarrassing. Playing Nevada, Florida International, Villanova, but it's a good way to kind of ease in, play a lot of different guys. We saw that last week. I think we'll see the same thing tomorrow.
What's it like for you two to go to a game together, daughter, father?
It's not good. We're both, upset the entire time. I'm optimistic, he's pessimistic. It's not a good combo. So I like when we don't watch the games together sometimes. But we call each other at halftime to, break it down and see what we need to work on.
Have you ever been on his radio show in Rochester?
I have.
What was that like?
It's awesome. I like seeing him in his element, and I like seeing him in the radio field, and it's always fun when I go on a show. We have fun together.
John, talk to us a little bit about what the atmosphere is going to be like, the tailgating. What should that be?
Well, I think tomorrow it's all about the tailgating and less about the game. I mean, let's be honest. They're going to pancake this team, but tailgating here is like no other. I don't care where do you go to school, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State. Best tailgate in the country is here in State College. It'll be a lot of fun tomorrow.
You and I go back to that 86 title team, and Brian Seiberling from Harbor Creek was starting for them. What's it like now with Cooper Cousins, and what kind of impact will he make?
I mean, listen, the guy is an animal. He is huge. And you can play center, he can play guard. I think this has been the key to the whole turnaround, is the offensive line. I think they have the best offensive line in college football. And I think the addition of Cooper Cousins last year, that's why I think Penn State's able to run the ball in their offense to be as explosive is because of the offensive line. He's great.
Gemma, final question. You're doing sports journalism, broadcast journalism here at Penn State. What's that like to have this experience and then come out of college covering one of the best teams in the country?
I think it's the best school you can go to for broadcast journalism. I mean, you just have football is a great sport. You have wrestling, lacrosse, hockey. You have so many good sports to kind of learn about and watch about to prepare you for your future.
Have you ever heard about his accolades in the Turkey Bowl?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
MVP with Poison Ivy back in 1991. Should not have played, but did. 5 touchdown passes.
John, Gemma, you, Mike Ruzzi, I will be there. Penn State, FIU will have live coverage coming up tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. We turn now to weather coverage you can count on. John Stanlin joins us live from the Weather Center. John, how's the weather looking for the overnight?
Yeah, things looking up pretty good as you head overnight. It's going to be chilly out there, and we're really going to have a much cooler day for your Saturday than we did for your Friday. So all in all, things are looking great. Oliver's rooftop camera, very good, 67 degrees, green conditions. There is a little hint of some morning showers, so tune into Dakota. He'll track those on Doppler Max 5D Storm Spotter radar, which you see here. Really no issues for the most part. Kind of clear sky, seeing the almost full moon, the corn moon. That happens in a couple of days. Of course, Dakota will update you through the weekend. AHN St. Vincent Cab, just a few clouds out there, 67 degrees, winds out of the west at 10 miles an hour. Dew point's great. It's a fantastic fallish evening. I know we still have a little bit of summer left, but it's going to be feeling like fall or spring, depends. Nice cool temperatures for you across the area. Should stay into the 50s into most places. 77 are high today, right on the nose with the average. Remember, it's hard to get that average high temperature for your high of the day. So a really good day out there. And you can see as we head into tomorrow, temperatures a little bit cooler. We'll be into the mid to low 60s.
Sean, thanks. She's proving that determination and vision can take you all the way to the crown. A teen from Harbor Creek just made pageant history. Skyline Goodnow is your new Miss Pennsylvania Teen USA.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
That's the motto Skyline Goodnow lives by, one that recently became her reality. Just weeks ago, her life changed when she was crowned Miss Pennsylvania Teen USA.
What was it like when they said your name? I had to grab onto my first runner-up for support because I almost fell to the ground. And then I was hysterically bawling. I found out afterwards that my mom actually passed out in the audience.
Skyland's platform focuses on empowering young women in business, a mission she's deeply passionate about. She hopes to inspire other young teens her age to chase their goals with confidence.
Spent the past couple of months just kind of showcasing some of the female-owned businesses in Erie, and I've also created my own scholarship at Gannon University.
It's been nearly 20 years since someone from Erie took home the title. Traditionally, winners hail from bigger cities like Philadelphia or Pittsburgh.
It's just so special to me coming from such a small town because I think it just really shows that success truly begins when you bet on yourself.
With her crown in place and her goals set high, Skyland says she's just getting started. Skyland will now go on to compete for the national title of Miss Teen USA. It was a windy evening, but that didn't stop the community from showing up in force for Under the Harvest Moon event at Liberty Park. The 14th annual Moonlight on the Bay fundraiser for the Crime Victims Center of Erie County. The event saw a strong turnout despite the windy weather. And for 50 years, the center has provided life-saving support to victims of abuse and violence. Event organizers say they were expecting 200 people at tonight's event.
All the counseling we do, for the advocacy work we do, for our 24-hour crisis hotline, for our education and prevention services, for our, for all of our outreach that we do in the community.
All proceeds from tonight's event will go right back to the center and for all they do for the community. The weekend Pennsylvania Democratic Party is going through a leadership shift. Our Pennsylvania State Capitol correspondent, Kara Jeffress, talked with a familiar face who will be the new chair of the state committee.
Eugene DePasquale was Pennsylvania's state auditor for 8 years and ran for attorney general in 2024, losing to Republican Dave Sunday. He was living a politics-free life this summer.
I was just practicing law and recovering from a fractured clavicle from an Ironman bike accident.
In August, though, DePasquale got a call asking if he'd want to be the chair of the Pennsylvania Democratic Party.
It was a bit out of nowhere, but look, I've always said I'm willing to step up and help when necessary, and this is something the governor asked me to do.
The state committee for the party is meeting this weekend and are expected to vote DePasquale in as the chair.
Basically, you're the leader of the state Democratic Party, help raise money, help candidates, help with candidate recruitment.
State Senator Sharif Street, the current chair, is resigning to avoid conflict of interest. Street is one of many candidates running for a congressional seat in Philadelphia for the 2026 election.
I'm not sure how you could be the leader of the Democratic Party while you're engaged in a Democratic primary fight.
Looking to the future, DePasquale says the party has work to do after taking a hit in the 2024 election.
As a party, we've got to do a better job of listening. I think that's one of the reasons why the last election did not go the way we wanted it to go.
He also thinks taking the lead on economic policy is key as the results of President Donald Trump's policy unfolds over the next year.
We've seen today the jobs report is not good. Prices are still way too high, and we've got to get back to listening to average everyday Americans and coming up with policies that specifically address those economic concerns.
In Harrisburg, I'm Kara Jeffress, Erie News Now.
The state committee meeting this weekend is also discussing strategies around the upcoming Supreme Court vote of the ballot this fall. And still to come on Erie News Now at 11, it's sports time with football games just wrapping up across the region. We have those scores right after John's full forecast coming up.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention because you may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage. Now, primarily we see this in the hands and feet and in the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and worst of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we get some great outcomes.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands or feet, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your screening will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there's nothing that can be done. And stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputation. The first 25 callers will receive an $87 neuropathy evaluation with our doctor. Acne Have a Secure Your Spot. Offers limited to the first 25 people only.
Hey, it's Beth from Rick Weavers, here to answer your frequently asked questions.
What's going on at Rick Weavers?
Rick Weavers is now 2 locations, GMC at 12th and Liberty in Erie and Chevy on Route 99 in Edinboro.
How many cars do you have in stock?
It changes daily. We have about 150 new and 150 pre-owned vehicles, from small SUVs to heavy-duty trucks and everything in between.
How can I find out more?
Get all your questions answered. Just search Rick Weaver.
Local news and weather you can count on around the clock. Watch Erie News Now Plus on channel 35.3 or erienewsnowplus.com.
It's the second annual .5K race with Lakeshore Community Services, Saturday, September 13th at Dick's Sporting Goods at the Mill Creek Mall.
It's the race for the rest of us. It all starts at noon with the kids' race.
Then the grueling .5K marathon.
That's less than 3 laps.
More donuts!
More ice cream! More beer!
The race for the rest of us, .5K, Saturday, September 13th.
Brought to you by these fine sponsors and Lakeshore Community Services. Sign up today.
Now, first warning weather with John Stalen.
We are looking good as we head on into the overnight. Nice and dry for us across the area, but all in all, we are going to see some rain showers for your Saturday. I don't see it to be a huge washout. However, there might be some spots that it could be a little wet throughout the day. It's going to be a chilly day, not much warmer than it is now. Gary Miller at the mall cam looking nice and quiet for you. And we're seeing some fairly clear skies across the area. A good shot of the corn moon that happens, I believe, on Monday. So all in all, the moon will be nice and bright if the skies are clear. That white ribbon here, that represents a beach hazard. I know you may be heading out to the beaches because they are open at Prescott. I think Beach 8 is open tomorrow. However, it's a little cool, but this, it may not be the best beach day nonetheless. All right, small craft advisory too if you're planning on doing some boating. First warning weather futurecast. You can see here maybe a little bit of a shower on the overnight, but as we head out and about tomorrow, cloudy skies for us and a couple of showers here and there. I can't rule out some sunshine, so that'll be good if you're heading out to the Waterford Fair tomorrow. And you can see here as we head into Saturday night, a little bit of clearing for us will look very nice. And as we head on into Sunday, maybe a morning shower. I don't see the whole day to be a washout, but nonetheless, you got a little wetness, but it still will be cool for you. Still a little breezy too for us. Those winds subside as we head on into tomorrow morning. We'll call it 5 to 10 miles an hour generally. As we head into the afternoon, we get a little breezy out here towards the lake shore, towards 90, down into Waterford as well. As we head on into the afternoon and evening hours, we'll still see a pretty good brisk out there. Overnight Saturday looking fine. Winds pick up a little bit, a little breezy for your Sunday. For Saturday, it is Erie News Now Day at the Waterford Community Fair. Come on by, say hi to us. I'll be hosting Saturday Fun Day at one of the barns there. Just ask where it is. But if you're a youngster or you have a youngster, come on over, participate, sign up early, and have some fun, some prizes, some candy, of course, and just a lot of fun. I can't rule out a little stray shower here and there between 2 and 4, and I think Kelly might show up there too. All right, NCAA football for you. The Nittany Lions are playing FIU Panthers out there, Florida International in Happy Valley. 66 degrees at game time at noon. And if you are heading out and about for more football, professional one, out there in Cleveland, 64 degrees as the Browns host the Bengals. The Steelers are on the road at the Jets at 74. It'll be a chilly night at Orchard Park Highmark Stadium. Remember, the last opening game of its existence. Yes, it could be pretty sad all year long. All right, here it is. We take a quick look at the tropics here, and we are watching this tropical wave as it heads towards parts of the Lesser Antilles, and we'll keep you posted. I know a lot of folks keep track of that at home. Here are the next 10 days. Your live temperatures into the middle 60s for the weekend. We'll struggle towards 70 on Monday, but still lots of sunshine. More seasonal conditions as we head through next week. A little cold spell for next Friday, but next weekend is looking great.
All right, John, week 3 of the 10-2 Credit Union Football Friday has wrapped up with myself, Logan Lepiscopo, and John Leidig ready to give you all the highlights. That and more after a short break.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to make becoming a member easy. Walk in, sign up, and start saving. We tend to your needs with lower rates, fewer fees, and personalized service. 10 to joining, 10 to thriving, 10 to enjoying the benefits today. Easy to join, built for you. 10-2 Credit Union. At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your need for a better ride with lower rates on auto loans, so you can tend to your road trips, your errands, and your savings. 10 to lower payments, 10 to bigger dreams, 10 to your auto loan today. Lower rates, smoother roads. 10-2 Credit Union.
Monday morning on Erie News Now Sunrise, we'll talk about some traffic pattern changes here at home. They could certainly mess with your morning commute. The Coupon General is going to stop by to help us with a financial wellness checkup, and Tom's got some summer weather in that first warning forecast.
There's something for everyone, every age, every day at the 88th Annual Waterford Community Fair. It all kicks off on Labor Day. Enjoy livestock and craft exhibits, nightly live music, a colorful midway packed with rides and games, and all of your favorite fair food. And the best part, admission to all grandstand events is included for just $4. Get the full schedule at waterfordfair.org. The Waterford Community Fair, September 1st through the 6th. Be part of it.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to make becoming a member easy. Walk in, sign up, and start saving. We tend to your needs with lower rates, fewer fees, and personalized service. 10 to joining, 10 to thriving, 10 to enjoying the benefits today. Easy to join, built for you. 10-2 Credit Union.
Closed captioning of Erie News Now is brought to you by R.W. Petruso Hearing and Audiology.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier, so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. 10 to low rates, 10 to big changes, 10 to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
Welcome into our Week 3 10-2 Credit Union Football Friday. I'm Chris Soul with John Leidick and Logan Lepiscopo standing by. Tonight was all about a rivalry in West County with two schools that have a storied history. We'll start things off with the 10-2 Credit Union storyteller with our very own John Leidick for our Game of the Week broadcast between Girard and Fairview.
Chris, typically, regardless of records, this is a game decided in the final minutes. It's been all one-sided, though, with Girard in search of its first win in the rivalry matchup since 2013. And the Yellow Jackets start hot tonight. Open the scoring Ryan St. Julian after a drive that featured plenty of runs. It is Mason Kalicki on the 14-yard touchdown reception. 6-0 Girard. Fairview needs just two plays to answer as Carlos Semino finds Jarvis Nesbitt for a 51-yard touchdown, 7-6. Semino would later leave with injury. Girard with a response. Again, St. Julian to the air finds Kalicki, 15 yards, 12-7 after a failed two-point try. Next Girard possession, and it's Kalicki who also recovered a fumble to begin this drive. He's in from 28 yards, 18-7, Yellow Jackets at the half. Fairview adjusts. Jeremiah Bennett in for the injured Semino finds Langston Pustelek Hines for a 4-yard score, 18-13. Tigers defense gets a stop, and then it's Caden Oldak with the 28-yard touchdown run. Fairview in front, 19-18, but Girard answers back. St. Julian finds Aiden Arnold downfield, 50-yard touchdown pass. Girard back in front, 25-19. After a Fairview punt, Girard gets this one to Arnold over the middle as that connects for a first down, and then it's 6 minutes, 10 seconds on a touchdown drive. St. Julian with the score that makes it a 32-19 lead. Then it's Langston Pustelek Hines with a catch here, but too little, too late for Fairview on the comeback trail as Girard, for the first time in 12 years, winners of the West County rivalry, 32-26.
So just, every football offense, trying to route them one way, get them lulled to sleep, and then bang one out on the backside and try to get it going. So
I mean, it was a great game. The boys played really hard, and very proud of them. I mean, the line blocked really well, and we caught the ball really well and just ran it great too.
It means everything to me for the kids is what it means. Is we've worked so hard, trying to improve our toughness and our grittiness and our effort at practice, and to see it be rewarded with a win against your rival is a really, really awesome feeling.
Plenty to choose from Girard tonight, but tonight's Valerio's Restaurant and Pizzeria player of the game is none other than Mason Kalicki, who ran for 61 yards and a score. He also had those 2 touchdown receptions and, oh, by the way, did it on defense as well as he recovered a fumble. A big night for the fullback and linebacker Valerio's. They're fresh from Italy to you every Friday night. Congratulations to Mason Kalicki and the Girard Yellow Jackets on tonight's West County victory.
We now go to Northeast Pennsylvania, that is, as the Great Pickers host the Harbor Creek Huskies in a highly anticipated Friday Night Lights matchup. First drive of the game for Northeast, and Bryson Galloway scrambles right for the first down, but after a missed field goal, this game stays scoreless. Next Pickers drive, and a beautiful one-handed grab there by Carter Crozier. He had one heck of a game to pick up the big first down. Same drive, but it's now the second quarter. Galloway scrambles, and he finds his man Crozier again, this time for the touchdown. 7-0 Northeast. Harbor Creek's first drive of the second quarter, and Cameron Herman gets spun around a little helicopter there, but comes out with the ball. Still that same drive, and Gavin Zillman with the option. He's going to find a wide open Nathan Vogt, who rumbles in for the Husky touchdown. The tie game. Extra point is good. Northeast, though, they win this one. They move to 3-0. They win the ball game 20-14. Now we have our Logan Lepiscopo joining us for our Friday Spotlight game, a fierce matchup between the Bison and the Beavers. Logan, what did you see and what do you know?
Well, Chris, the first half, of course, wasn't there as at Mercyhurst Prep, but it was like Rocky Balboa, Victor Drago going at it in the ring, just blows going back and forth, couple 70-yard touchdowns in that first half. But we take you to the end of the first half and into the second as we begin with Fort LaBeouf having the football and in front in this game. Dominic Walters hits his man right into your living room. Mikey Vomero makes the move on his defender and finds his way into the end zone for 6. 44 yards to make it 24-13. Bison back with it. Walters back into the hands of Vomero. 25 yards this time, 31-13. That was the lead at the half. Corey not going away without a fight. Lucas Baker rolling out, finding Keaton Frasina in the back of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion would go into the hands of Marcus Meredith. He gets in. 31-21 Bison lead. Then Lucas Baker back with it with the Beavers in the red zone. That one, just how they drew it up, right? Off the hands of Cook and into the hands of Van Cheery. 2-point conversion, good, makes it a 2-point game. And the onside kick off the Fort LaBeouf hands and into Corey's possession on that drive. Baker looking to lead the game winner. Frasina makes the catch on the far side, picks up a big game. Then Baker back with it to pass, and Aiden Strushin chases him down for the sack. 3rd and 15 for Fort LaBeouf, and it's just going to have to be thrown away. The Bison able to force a 4th down, and Baker dropping back, rolling out right, and he's getting chased down. Skylar Sadowski forces the bad throw, incomplete. Despite being shut out in the second half, the Bison escape with a 31-29 win.
I mean, obviously, it wasn't very fun coming out, having to face that challenge, but, we stuck together as a family and we got the job done, and that's all that matters in the end. So 1-0 this week, and, we're going to keep fighting.
It was huge, just region play, first one, so it was really hyped. We came together as a family, and that's really what happens. So it's a true bond with us. We started in the off season, and just builds from there. We're always with each other.
Now to downtown Erie. Erie High hosting Austintown Finch as we pick things up in the second half with Fitch up 28-0. Fitch with the ball here as the pass is completed outside down the sideline. just near a first down marker, but just short. Next play, the give to Rogers, and he's just short of first down yardage, tackled inside the 15. Erie High made a fourth down stop, and they take over. The pass is completed to Jameer Hansbrough, tiptoeing the sideline, but not before a huge gain, that is, as he's pushed out of bounds. It's the same drive, and the give to Zakai Lowry, breaking some tackles, but he's dragged to the turf after gaining a couple of yards. Tough to take that young man down. Austintown Fitch with another drive as Rogers finds some running room down the left sideline, a big first down there. However, the Royal defense swarming on this next play. Austintown Fitch wins 28-0.
And we go around to one of our local teams from the region, Cathedral Prep, falling to the Riverside Beavers 26-7, the first loss of the year for the Ramblers.
We now go to McDowell, who fell to Chardon Hilltopper, the third consecutive loss for McDowell and the third consecutive loss to a team from Ohio.
And we begin here at Mercyhurst University, home of the Lakers. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers. Feliciano takes no time to start things off. First play from scrimmage, it's a 70-yard touchdown, and that was one of 5 he had on the day. And the kickoff goes to Eon Elman Sparks on the recovery. Reese Gonzalez, that is, on the muffed kickoff, and it will be back in the hands of the Lakers. Feliciano once again getting the call, spins out of a tackle, escapes another, and just keeps the legs turning for 6. His second touchdown of the game, and the defense came to support as Tyler Quinn gets the strip sack and recovery. Feliciano with a first quarter hat trick as Mercyhurst Prep wins 56-12.
To Cochranton for Cardinals and Tigers. First quarter, and Renoa with the slant that's caught inside the 15, first and goal. Next play, the give to Braden Williams. He goes to the sideline, to the pylon, and the first touchdown of the game. The Cardinals take the lead. Maplewood on their first drive, and Kyle Jordan, he's got the quarterback keeper there, and the touchdown on the right side ties this game up. Cardinals now in the red zone, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, scrambling right across the goal line. The Cards retake the lead. Cochranton with the ball again, and the give to Williams again, who bulldozes his way, breaking tackles. They can't take him down, and they take the lead, extend the lead, that is. Now it's a kick return. Cochranton, a little bit something going on here. Blockers in front, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cochranton takes down Maplewood 30-14 and is 3-0 for the first time since 2021.
And speaking of first times, the Warren Dragons' first win in 25 games. Yes, that's right, 14-6 over Franklin, as well as Jeremy McLean taking down Oil City 28-7. Hickory handling Conneaut 55-7, as well as Sharon playing Slippery Rock 49-6. And we have more scores, of course. Chris, go ahead and take this one away.
So much football on Football Friday. We have Greenville taking down Sea Spring, that is 42-13. Sagertown 26, Lakeview 22. Eisenhower blanked Iroquois 34-0. Brookville 46, Sharpsville 21, Wilmington 55, and North Bedford 22. There's only one game tomorrow for your Saturday slate, and it comes your way from Bob Diffenbacher Field at Seneca, hosting Union City. Each team enters play with a 1-1 mark. The game gets underway at 1 p.m.
And next week, our game of the week heads right back to Fairview as the Tigers welcome the Harbor Creek Huskies this past week. Girard and Fairview. The Hallman Hyundai and Hallman Chevy pregame gets underway at 6:40 with kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'll be right back with plenty more on Football Friday.
There's never been a more rewarding time to join the Presque Isle Downs and Casino Players Club. All new members visit 5 times to spin the wheel and win $100 up to $2,500 in free play. For details, visit PresqueIsleDowns.com.
Hi, we're the Flynn family. For the lowest price on tires, just drive in any Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Or you can just call us. So when you need tires, just drive in. Flynn's will get you in today.
And tell them Finny sent you.
Creekside Granite offers countertops, cabinets, sinks, faucets, hardware, and flooring. At Creekside Granite, our craftsman shapes raw stone into stunning centerpieces for your home. Each piece is crafted with care, ensuring it stands the test of time while adding timeless beauty. Your home deserves more than just stone. It deserves craftsmanship that inspires. At Creekside Granite, we don't just build surfaces. We help create moments that matter most. We take pride in crafting the spaces where your family gathers, celebrates, and grows.
Visit Creekside Granite today and let us help you build something beautiful. Hey, Matt Till here from Boyer RV Center. It's a time of year we've all been waiting for. Welcome to the 2025 Kickoff Clearance Event only at Boyer RV Center. Touchdown! You just scored huge savings on all 2025 in-stock campers during the Kickoff Clearance Event. Enjoy watching the game in style with your family favorite travel trailers and fifth wheels, or the adventure-seeking toy haulers from Boyer RV Center. The 2025 Kickoff Clearance Event going on now, only at Boyer RV. To find out more, stop in, call, or visit us 24/7 at BoyerRVSales.com.
The Plastek Group is supporting education with career paths through upcoming community events. Plastek participates in multiple career fairs. Pre-grad students can meet Plastek in person to learn about a variety of occupations, internships, and full-time placement fitting their focus of study. Children of Plastek employees can apply to the Plastek Group Pre-Shack Family Trustee Scholarship. To all students, parents, teachers, bus drivers, and staff, have a creative, inspiring, and safe school year.
If it's fun, it's here. And here. And here. And here. Presque Isle Downs and Casino, your place for all things fun.
From the high school gridiron to the baseball diamond, with the Seawolves finishing up their final road trip of the regular season.
And we were just under 2 weeks until that postseason baseball returns, Chris.
We start things off in the top of the first, and the Seawolves, they did some damage here. Max Clark hit a leadoff shot, but look at this Kevin McGonigal homer to deep left center. Back-to-back, it's 2-0 Wolves. Still in the frame, and Justice Bigby is going to single here, and he scores Josue Briseño, who scores all the way from first. It's a 3-0 lead. Seth Stevenson up to the plate next, and he doubles on a bloop shot to right. Ben Malgiri is going to score, and we're not even out of the first inning. The Seawolves offense going crazy. Max Clark up to the plate now. Looks like he's going to get tagged here, as it should be a routine play, but the speedster is safe. 2-run score. Erie with a 7th spot in the first, and they win the ball game 10-1 as the back-and-forth dominance continued in this series.
And the Erie Otters on the road to continue the preseason as they face rival London tonight. Erie would end up falling to that matchup 2-1. McLean Alagiretti with his second of the preseason, the lone goal for the Otters. Now, where Erliden made 23 saves for Erie. Same two teams playing tomorrow at 4.
We now go to Tampa Bay for Guardians and Rays. We pick things up in the second, and Steven Kwan with a base hit of the first base hit of the ball game drives in 2 runs, 2-0. Still in the second, 2 on. The switch hitter Jose Ramirez with a bomb to left. It's off the wall. A couple more runs score. 4-0 Guardians. David Fry up to bat, and he rips one down the line to left. It's a long single, but it scores another lead and extends another run, extends the lead. We go to the 6th, and Austin Hedges tees off for his 5th home run of the year. It's all Guardians in this one as they win the ball game in a very important AL East matchup, 7-1. We leave you tonight with the Fairview Marching Band. Some impressive stuff there.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want